Yeah, Prabhsukhan from Tanzania. This has been a difficult season for East Bengal, given that there were a lot of expectations. What do you think has gone wrong with the team overall? And do you think East Bengal can still fight back and at least make it to the playoffs?
The thing is, if we can find excuses, I can find 100, like we have injuries, we have suspensions, but the reality is that, we had a bad start of the season, but after the AFC Cup, we started really well, and then unfortunately again we got some injuries. We lost our captain, we lost now Anwar, but still we are in the race. We are still not mathematically out, and we are still pushing for the top 6 spot.
और ये धोनी की हुई जी
गजब ग्रिप कैसे
SRMB जैसे
SRMB TMT बार की विन ग्रिप टेक्नोलॉजी सीमेंट के साथ बनाए मजबूत पकड़.
ग्रिप इज इम्पोर्टेंट.
So what's the mindset within the team, given that it is Bengal and you are expected to maybe win almost every game and win trophies as well. So right now, what is the mood within the team and what is the mindset?
Still, mindset is still positive, because what I feel that whatever place we have right now at this moment, they can still compete more than enough with any team in the ISL, and still we are positive and we will go for the positive result tomorrow.
So then there was a change of coach also with regards to East Bengal this season. So how is it now training, and what was the difficulty then? What is something new that East Bengal has seen at the moment?
Yeah, whenever there is a coach change not in the mid-season start of the season, obviously coach have his new different philosophy, and we have to adapt it pretty quicker, because the season was already going on. We have to play the AFC, but I should say that he worked really well, that whatever he was giving us was not that much also, and it was on point, and we were able to get the major points which we have to put in his philosophy, and in very short time I would say that we have got pretty good results. You can see that we have qualified for the quarterfinals, and we have got those 14 points in I think less than 7 games, and it's a huge change. First of all, the thing is that he had bring a new energy to the team, like in the training and all. Every time we want, like every training we should win, and then later there is a match, we'll see later, but in the training we should give our best, and where there is a small side game, where there is a possession game, we should win in that first. So like that we'll get that winning mentality, and then we'll apply that in the game.
Your thoughts on FC Goa tomorrow, who's already on the 3rd position now, and you guys are battling for, as usual, to qualify out there. So how do you see FC Goa tomorrow?
FC Goa is, I would say, very tactical team, very tactically organized, and it's going to be a very tough game, that too away in Goa. Again, not finding excuse, but like weather change, humidity, everything going to be like a plus point for them, but I'm very much sure that we are here for 3 points, that's it, nothing less than that.
You lost the first game, first leg match against the FC 1-0 only. So compared to that game and tomorrow's game, how you see the difference between the two games?
When we played the first leg, I would say we were in very big struggling period. But right now, people say that East Bengal is struggling and all, but what I see that we are getting better and better every day as a team. So I think we're going to do much better what we did in the last leg.
questions for the head coach?
Coach, welcome to Goa. Goa brings back so many memories, especially for me who was supported Sporting before. You've been the coach of Sporting Club, went abroad, now you are back in India. What brought you back to India in the first place, and what are your memories returning to Goa?
Well, thank you, Marcus, for the welcome and the introduction. I would prefer to speak today about the game, because whatever you say is absolutely true. This place was different for me. I really passed 2 great years on both levels, professional and personal. Even I met my wife here in Goa. In the following years that I was working abroad, every time I have a small opportunity to come here for visit and get connected to my former friends, I was doing that. And I don't need to tell about all the memories, all the friends, and all the good things that has given me this place. So yes, it's a long time. It's 10 years. My career has been, thanks God, has been progressing and going well. As you know, I've been working in 3 different countries, getting results, with a short spelling in Mallorca, in Spain. So I'm a coach with much more experience. I think that Gill was, when you were asking him now, what is this coach doing? Competing, and competing is not only on the game day. He's in every practice. He's trying to do the things very intense. He's challenging the players. He's not getting with routine work every day. He's trying to be fresh, to challenge them, to make them enjoy, and everything based on the tactical approach of the game and to be a unit on the pitch that is always fighting in every action. We have a problem of consistency. I'm a coach used to, in the last years I was trying to challenge for titles. I'm used to connect wins. See what happened now with Manolo, that in the last 10 games he's not losing any game. And now I'm completely in a different situation. For example, we have not connected yet 3 consecutive wins in the ISL. So for me, what I'm having is new. I need to go steady and with a lot of calm. We have the ideas together. I think that the ideas ahead for the midterm are clear. I feel that I have support from the club and for the fans and from the players. So besides all the difficulties of this year, which are a lot in terms of injuries, in terms of sanctions, we have not found consistency in the 11. Every week it seems that we have to prepare for a new battle with different ingredients or with different resources. So this is the season of East Bengal so far. But if we can not think on that, because it's true that we are competing with every team. In December we make a good number of points. And the good thing is that we are representing India in the AFC Cup. That was after 2 weeks and settling the team and losing the games of Mohun Bagan and Odisha. The team there was consistent, and that was the team that I want. I think that the guys understood very well the idea. Obviously, we are being more reactive in our approach to the games, but slowly, let's see if we can start controlling central areas, try to be more dominating, and the football that, well, I think that you know the football, you were connected to Sporting, so you know the idea of football that I have, but I need to go slowly because probably I am the person that have to adjust to the players we have.
Next question. After 2 weeks draw, you lost the 2 games. So about tomorrow's games, what are your thoughts?
We have no. What you just described, I told to the players that we didn't get 3 wins in our history in the ISL. So of course tomorrow game, what we don't want to do is have 3 consecutive losses, especially when December was a very, very good month for us. Again, we can compete with every team. FC Goa is a team that is in the top 3. I think that is very mature in their approach to the game and in their idea. But we have identified what we have to do tomorrow to try to get the points. We are coming here. We have to win 3 consecutive games. So you are talking about the possibility of maybe tomorrow losing 3 consecutive games. But if we want to be connected to the fight of the top 6, we cannot wait more. I hope we can start tomorrow, and then we play Mumbai and Kerala, which are teams that are probably teams that we have to rest them points and to win. So we are coming here to try to do a good game and get the points tomorrow.
What's your thoughts on Coach Manolo?
Manolo, well, I'm going to be short. Manolo is a reference for all the coaches in Spain. He has done a beautiful work in different clubs, and I'm very proud that he's representing the Spanish coaches in not only in FC Goa but also in the national team. It's nice. I'm in contact with him. I can suggest him players, or he asked about the performance of the players that we have. So another big game coming, India, Bangladesh, with the coach of Bangladesh being also Javier, that I think Marcus also knows him. He was working here in Sporting, and well, another coach that is also related to Goa, and that's going to be a good one in March.
Coach, how difficult is it to take charge of a team midway into the season, especially a team that hasn't done previously well? So what have been your difficulties as East Bengal, leaving aside injuries and a lot of suspension?
The idea of East Bengal before the season was challenging for titles. When I spoke to them, the idea of the club was finishing in top 2 or top 3. I think that there was an important investment in the club. But as I told you, there is a series of events that didn't give consistency, regularity. We are trying to solve problems from my first week here, and problems, not problems outside of the team. It's problems of Saul having an injury, Hector having an injury. In one game we receive cards that we are not very happy. So, but I don't want to use these excuses, Marcos. So the challenge is very big. In the first 6 games of the league we did 0 points, but in the following 7 we did 14. If you look at the table on the last 10 games, we are in the top 6. If you count the points just in the last 10 games. And before these 2 losses, we were in the top 3. So what everybody sees is the results in the ISL, and that we are in 11th position and fighting in a very tough situation. But the team is slowly getting better. I don't know if it's gonna be, we are gonna have time enough this season to fulfill the objectives that we say. But what I'm sure is that we need to find that foundation that allow us to have the idea of what East Bengal has been always and what is the way forward.
Well, Coach, last few years back you have been in Goa, and now FC Goa is doing very well, and local boys like Bryson Fernandes and Rowley, he is doing a goal and goal. So how do you look at this?
The Goa is a state that produces players, and I'm always proud of this. When I went to Mumbai City, I got 3 or 4 players from Goa. I'm a fan of the domestic clubs here of Sporting Goa, of Dempo, of Salgaocar, of Churchill, of Sesa producing players in the academy. So Goa is a state similar to our state, to West Bengal. I like the places where football is the number 1, and when there is competition, and when there is academy, and when there is production of players. So what can I tell you about Goa? Again, I can give you a big list of players that were under me at the beginning, but I think we are not here today to do that. So Goa is a small state, but producing top players, and not only in FC Goa, but there are very good players also around in the ISL.
As well as your player is there now, Dimitri and all others. So how will you look at this performance about that players?
Particularly about Dimi. In line with all the talk of today, Dimi is a player that is a very good striker. He's a box player. It's not a player that is going to come out and generate a lot of actions. He needs supply. But he was not having regularity from the beginning of the season. What we need is that he play 5 or 6 games, he get the match rhythm, he get the intensity, and also we have an addition of a new player with the idea, since we lose Talal, as I told you, and Saul, so imagine the problem of supply that we have on the box. So, and Dim is a player, again, that he likes to be there and receive balls. He's not a player that is going to go to the wing, that is going to come on the central areas of the midfield to combine. So, let's see if with the inclusion of the new player that we have, and when Saul recovers from injury, and Clayton that slowly is getting in a very good form. Let's see if we see the Dimi that you asked, that was last year in Kerala Blaster and being the maximum scorer of the ISL. He has the conditions. The problem is what I told you. One is the lack of form, and second, the supply.
What's your thoughts about the new signing, and is he available for the match tomorrow?
The new signing, we have just completed 2 complete practice with him. It's going to be difficult for him adjusting to this weather, to this humidity, after a very long trip and after being 1.5 months out of competition. But what I can tell you is that what he's doing on the pitch is looking very well and exactly what we need. He's a sharp player, lot of quality, power, so he's a player of last third that can help us with the problem of getting goals. That is one of our problems. We are creating a lot of chances, but there are teams in the ISL that probably don't control the games a lot, but they have good actions in both boxes. They are efficient on boxes, and for example, Goa is one of them. So let's see. We are trying to do that. Apart from playing our brand of football, our idea of football, we are trying to be effective. So the new player definitely is going to help us to be more efficient on the last third.
Coach, current from the East Bengal, you are sure that you will be playing in the playoff now?
If I am sure.
You are sure of the playing East Bengal in the playoff with the current form?
Do you know how many points we are behind? Do you know? Do you know how many points we are behind?
14?
That's the first thing. We are 14.
Yeah.
And the top 6? Okay, so we are 10 points behind. So I told you, the only way to come to the top 6 is understanding that we have to win 3 consecutive games, something that our club has never done. In the moment we do that, we are going to have a boost, we are going to understand that the things are working, and I tell you that we are not far from that. So I prefer to talk you in what we have to do game by game than tell you the objective. I already told you the objective and the goal of the club. Top 3, top 2. And we are talking about top 6. So let's see.
Extra time.
লেটেস্ট নিউজ আর এক্সক্লুসিভ ভিডিওর সঙ্গে আপডেট থাকতে এখনই সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন আমাদের ইউটিউব চ্যানেল। বেল আইকনে ক্লিক করতে ভুলবেন না যেন।